Yeah, hey everyone, Brian with you from TheGameCommon. We are doing our AI-only championship series here in Civilization 6, the fall 2021 Civilization 6 AI-only championship series. How many different ways can I say that? Anyways, we are on to group stage 4, and I should mention thank you to all the dozens of people that told me that Rome actually won group stage 2. And I was like, so apparently I'm realizing reading comments first thing in the morning before you get through your coffee and wake up is sometimes not always the best. Like, I saw people saying it and just never really occurred to me to actually figure out what was going on until today. And all of a sudden I was like, wait, what? So I ended up going back and looking, and I was like, didn't I have Rome as one of the winners? And I was like, no, I had Grand Colombia and Scotland. So then I went back and watched the video. Okay, turns out that Rome actually was on the winning screen for diplomatic victory, and they technically won. Oh, I forgot to set timer on this one. But anyways, they won on turn 315. Now remember, the game, when you set 350 turns, it actually goes all the way to turn 316. So they actually won one turn before the end of the game, and they pulled out a diplomatic victory. So unfortunately, apologies to Scotland. Yeah, that means you got, well, I'd say eliminated. Whoopsie, that's group stage 3. But, well, yeah, you were the bottom of the two. So in that case, Rome then is going to move on, which is hilarious because Rome had like Jack at the end of the game there, number 1. But then number 2, that means Grand Colombia was the second one to move because they had the highest score besides the winner, Rome. So interesting change of pace. And I guess that goes to show you that just because you had a really bad dramatic age doesn't mean you're out. So speaking of which, we are on group stage 4. We are tweaked with the slightly more powerful dramatic ages, although right now nothing super major is happening with it, although we are seeing that Portugal is going to have a little bit of a hard time taking their city back. But to be honest, it kind of makes sense because of their land being just basically a long line, which I have to say is one of maybe the more disappointing aspects. I think this is one of the parts of, I don't want to say dramatic ages, because it's not just dramatic ages, but loyalty system that just didn't really work so well. Because if you have like a long empire, you know, you just kind of get punished because you don't have a lot of loyalty pressure because you don't have as many cities pushed on it. So like a civilization in real life, like for example, Argentina or Chile or something like that would probably, based on the rule sets of this game, would actually not really work that well, just because they're a longer empire as opposed to a more dense empire with lots of cities next to each other. So, you know, it's a little weird from that standpoint, but yeah, it is what it is, and it's part of the game rules, and I can't change the game rules. I mean, I can, but you know what I'm saying. Anyways, Basil is still in first place with Kristina still in second place, which is still just absolutely crazy to me. And then weirdly enough, Babylon's in third place, even though they're down to only 4 cities right now, although they will be getting 2 more. One of them was their town that they lost to India, but they're going to get back. France is going to get her city back, so yay there. Congo is going to go grab, actually, I think this was an additional flip, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was an additional flip. This one's Byzantium, Thessalonica, but I'm pretty sure... Or did you just throw this one down and it flipped? Huh. Anyways, one of your towns is flipping back, but the other one is still, well, technically it's flipping. I actually think it's probably flipping to Byzantium right now, if I had to guess. Yeah, it is flipping to Byzantium. So all these towns are actually currently flipping. There you go. Renee ended up flipping. And then, yeah, there you go. Babylon now officially grabbed all those cities. So this is probably GG, at least from the Babylon standpoint. Like, I think... it's probably past the point where Babylon can actually be killed. Just gonna throw that out there. Just because, like, all they need is to just get, like, one super strong unit. And it's just GG. Like, where's he at? He's at scientific theory right now, which is pretty late. Yeah, he's right here. So, I mean, theoretically, yeah, he does have the cav, but he's like really close to infantry and stuff like that. And really, once again, all he needs is just one unit. Because like that 63 garrison defense strength, I don't really care what Teddy has. Teddy doesn't have enough to take that. Like... it's not going to be possible. So then the only other time that he is, I guess, potentially going to be vulnerable would be into the game. But I don't necessarily see that happening. I'm wondering if he's going to get the rocket shot off in time. I wonder if he's going for a scientific victory. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Sweden got a couple more towns over there. She's working on wonders. Actually, that's a good question. What is the wonder count right now? Basil's got 2. Kristina's got 3. Hammurabi only has 1. Chandragupta only has 1. Now, what's Hammurabi's... culture, because most of the wonders are going to come out in the culture tree. So, you know, having a lot of science, and remember, so Hammurabi's boost isn't so much the fact that he gets crazy science per turn, it's the fact that he gets like the ridiculous inspirations. I forgot exactly how, what makes him, he gets like more Babylon. They provide all the science, 50, and he loses 50 science per turn. Yeah, that's right. So he's always going to be making less science. So technically his science is actually at 180 right now, if it wasn't for the 50% less. But anyways, Kristina is going to have more opportunities for wonders just because she has a higher culture. Chandragupta had 1 wonder. Teddy had 1. Portugal is 0 right now. Interesting. Eleanor has 1 and Congo has 1. So yeah, still got some work to do here. Teddy specifically, like he started off really strong because he ended up grabbing Paris, and then, you know, he ended up grabbing one of Babylon's towns too. And just ultimately, he's just not really succeeded. But you can see, here's the thing. Super aggressive civs need to hold on to the cities. Because if they can't hold on to the cities, it's just like, they just keep building troops and then nothing happens. And they don't really expand their empire. And it's like, all right, well, GG. Now, interesting here is the fact that France is actually pushing Sweden. And the weird thing is Sweden doesn't have walls yet. Kind of odd. Has a lot of zombies right now as well. And I actually think if France isn't stupid here, France could potentially take down and conquer the city here. Interesting. We'll have to see how that ends up working out. Congo is currently fighting Byzantium for their capital. Congo also doesn't have walls. That's really strange here. Muji Maya did end up flipping over to Byzantium. Yeah, so Byzantium is basically solidifying their spot right now. Kristina is in a really awkward situation here because she is going to end up losing one of her wonders here. There goes the walls. She did get the walls just out in time. Now, I also kind of feel like you shouldn't be able to build crap if your town's sieged. Just straight up honest with you, that's always been a little weird to me that like, hey, we're sieging the town, but you still have like the same production. Maybe you could build things, but like how does it make sense that they're building walls while an army is currently surrounding the city? Like, hey guys, I'm gonna need you just to chill back there while I go ahead and hammer this wall up. Like, what? It's just so weird. I mean, okay, theoretically, I guess that could have happened, but that's weird to me. That's just a little weird to me. So Teddy still has, I keep wanting to say Grand Columbia here, but still have Babylon City, what is that, Borsippa, surrounded in siege, but it just doesn't have the combat strength to do anything about it. Also, the fact that he doesn't have siege weapons does not help. India and the Varu right now are just kind of like chilling. He has a lot of potential room. He could come like settle all that here. Maybe make some difference, but we'll see. Byzantium ended up getting knocked back, and they're pretty much out of troops, it looks like, at this point. Hammurabi's at 164. Yeah, 298. Only 40 here. Congo actually has a stronger army right now. Kristina now has more troops than Eleanor, so I think Kristina is going to be fine. She also now has musketmen, too, which is, yeah, that's going to be helpful. That is going to be very, very helpful. So that, I would have to say, was a failed war from France, but I don't know, Maybe that was just a continuation of the older war. Really, once again, Teddy just is attacking the wrong person. All right, so it looks like they pieced out. The question is, did Hammurabi buy that piece, or did Teddy just agree to it? Okay, so Hammurabi is currently at war with Chandragupta. So what that means is while Teddy was sieging him down, I think Chandragupta might have declared war. If that's the case, Chandragupta also might have already been at war. But if that's the case, what generally happens with the AI is the AI will buy off and piece out the first civ. So in that case, Teddy would have gotten a surplus, would have basically technically won the war. The fact that that's his gold balance, where's the yield? 144 per turn. Hammurabi's only making 2 per turn. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Hammurabi basically just bought off that war there. So that works out well for Teddy. Now, can he do anything with that? I don't know. He's going to make a lot of extra money. He really needs to come settle here still. And then his only hope is really probably to come and conquer multiple territories here from France. He's not going to have an easy way there, and he still doesn't have any siege equipment, which is just straight up weird, man. Straight up weird. Kristina's now moved into first place. I would think probably because of the wonders. Yeah. Got quite a few wonders right here. Remember, Kristina's got the culture. Huge culture advantage. So that's going to go a long way towards her knocking out a bunch of wonders. Now, she doesn't have a lot of territories. So I don't know how many more wonders she's going to be able to physically build just because of like the lack of potential terrain here. New era coming to a close here soon. Or, well, new era coming, old era coming to a close here soon. Faro is still fully loyal, which is the only city, or the only, free city that didn't end up flipping. How goes? Diplomacy, we got a ways to go. I was actually wondering here. Yeah, so there is some religious going on, but people are still pretty far away here. Culture, I don't imagine anyone's going to be anywhere close. I am clicking on it right now, just for the record. There we go. I mean, Kristina is not in a horrible spot. She's, a little under a 10th, a 12th away or something like that. But, And then score, Kristina's got an 11-point lead, which is kind of crazy to think about. And that just goes to show you the wonders. And then Sweden also has that religion too, right? Yeah, so she's making 38. And then she's also getting the great people too, because once again, culture. So honestly, I will say I do feel culture is a little more... I don't say necessary, but a lot more beneficial when it comes to score, because not only do you get the culture. So take science, for example. The only thing you get for science is just the technology. Culture, you get great people, you get wonders potentially. I know you could get some from science, but then you also get the civics as well. So, all right, Dark Ages for Teddy, Congo, Chandragupta, and Basil. That might shake it up a little bit. Kristina didn't get a Dark Age. Wondering where Teddy... lost. He lost Baltimore, and I think Baltimore is going to straight flip over here to Eleanor, which is very unfortunate for Teddy. Very unfortunate. India, actually, no, I think that was the flood or something like that. Mumbai is going to end up flipping over to Babylon. Babylon's basically just like, just going. They're just going crazy. And then Byzantium ended up losing, I would assume. The Muju down here. And then the question is, are you going to be flipping over to, and then you ended up losing it. So they both got Dark Ages, so it's going to be the exact same thing again. It's just going to slowly flip back. So Baltimore's at 51 combat strength. France is definitely a little bit behind here, 44, 44, 42. Teddy probably has the troops. He also has Hippolyta. 58 combat strength. I mean, he could do some damage. He needs some siege equipment though. If he had some sort of siege equipment, I think he could be able to grab some of it. I think it's just GG though for Babylon. Although here's the funny thing, Babylon's still not first or second, right? No, they're still third place. But I mean, really it's going to come down to, I don't see Babylon falling behind, man, or not being able to succeed into one of the top two places. Here's the other thing. He is about to grab Mumbai, and that should take him over the top here, because there should be enough population and territory that'll give him enough here. And then what's going to be interesting is Portugal did come settle down here, but if Portugal gets a Dark Age in one of these flips, chances are it's going to probably flip over here. Teddy still didn't settle this. He is trying to build the Temple of Artemis. It's a very late Temple of Artemis, man. I have to say, Temple of Artemis is one of those wonders that you could pretty much get every single game you want as a player, even on deity. AI just doesn't really ever grab that one that often. As opposed to the Great Bath, which is essentially impossible. That one and what's the other one? Oh, Hanging Gardens. I was the other really early game wonder. Yeah, Hanging Gardens. So Mumbai is currently sieged down. I also kind of feel like a city shouldn't be able to change its loyalty while it's sieged. Hey, I know we're completely sieged down, but we're going to declare our loyalty. I don't know. I guess it makes sense, maybe to an extent. The whole loyalty system needed probably another pass of just ideas, I think, before it got completely implemented. It's cool. I love the idea of it. I just don't necessarily love it in practice. I think what's nice about it, specifically for our context, is it does make these games a little more variable, which is nice, especially with the dramatic ages. But ultimately, especially as a player, it can be really annoying. It's so weird going and playing a game like Humankind and having to deal with loyalty for the last 3, 4, 5 years, and then going and playing Humankind and being oh wait, I can actually just totally settle the city here adjacent to everyone else. And I mean, yeah, it's gonna have some culture issues, maybe some happiness issues, but yeah. I'm intrigued to see, because they said that they are going to work on the culture stuff and flesh it out a little bit more. Same thing with the religion, which is definitely two things that game needs. But I'm intrigued to see how that's going to end up working out then. See if they're going to add in a loyalty system. And if they do, I imagine it's going to be much better, because they seem to be doing a really good job of like building upon what has already been out there. Like, you know, hey, we're going to steal this from Age of Wonders. Hey, we're going to steal this from Civ. Yeah, I think they're doing a good job with the game. Anyways, Faro is flipping. We need to go back and play Old World. That's the other Civ like, which we played when it first came to early access, but I haven't played it since it launched. And people said it was a lot of fun too. I saw a lot of positive reviews on it, so I gotta go back and play it. Problem is, I bought it on the because it only came to the Epic Game Store. That's literally the only thing I bought on the Epic Game Store, except I think I got the Total War Greek one, whatever that the newer one was. I got that one for free because it was like free for a day. And literally, I don't even know if I have the Epic Game Store still installed. Like, I guess I do have it. I just literally never open it. Anyways, I wonder if it's on Steam now. I might have to rebuy it on Steam. So Cincinnati's flipping, so this might be the end of Ted. Dude, that sucks, Ted. Can he stop that? Yeah, he doesn't have a governor there. So there is a chance. It's only 2 per turn. So Teddy, you should be able to handle this right now, buddy. You should be able to handle this. Also, we got really, really laggy again for whatever reason. So probably have to restart the game. I don't know if it's the mod or what's going on here. You know what? Let's close Chrome in the background. Just because I feel like Chrome has been... I mean, it's always a memory hog. But, I mean, we're getting, like, what is this? Like, you guys aren't as bad for, like, I think I'm worse than you, but this feels like 20 frames a second or something like that, which is just freaking annoying, dude. Also, the turn timers are going a little slower. It's pretty okay when you're in the ocean, but obviously when you go into the city, then it's a bit of a problem. So Congo is still being sieged down here by Byzantium. They do have some walls, and they're actually going to finish walls there, which is probably going to save the city. Okay, congratulations. Sweden has their unique unit now. They're trying to throw some cities down, but they've still got a ways to go before they can actually make anything work here. Eleanor is looking stronger and stronger as the game goes on. Now, here's the thing. Eleanor has probably a really good chance. Also, no one's going to settle this. Someone's got to settle this. But Eleanor has a good chance here if, like, for example, Babylon gets a Dark Age. I could foresee her maybe being able to grab some more cities. But we'll see. We'll see. She has... I mean, the problem is Paris is only size 6. Paris just really never got that big. It did get conquered early on, which was obviously going to kill some of the food, but I don't know. Same thing with Renee. Whatever it is, that one didn't grow that much either. So score-wise, what are we looking at? Hammurabi did move in. What's interesting is Basil now moved down to 3rd, and Rough Rider Teddy's actually tied with him. But that is with him losing Cincinnati. Interesting. So Byzantium just kind of really started dying. All right, this is bugging me. We'll be back in 1 second because I'm going to reload the game. All right, let's try this. I'll also load the graphics a little bit. I'm wondering if maybe I use my laptop. Although, I was just wondering if, like, maybe I played it on my laptop. But the thing is, like, I don't think the recording's actually killing the frame rate. I think it's just, like, I mean, it's much better now with the reload and then the lowered graphics. I mean, it's still not, like, a smooth 60 or anything like that. But it's just never been that way. So that's where I don't think it, let's see. My CPU is only 9.4% right now. And I can't imagine my GPU's being used that much either. Actually, that's a good question. I'm going to pull up the task manager. What's my CPU performance right now? So my CPU is only at 72%. So like the frame rates then aren't my computer, you know, or the recording or anything like that. It's just like, it just isn't getting, it's just not optimized, which makes sense. It's a mod, you know? So anyways, so where were we at? We're at turn 160. We just saw that Teddy is, well, he's a little bit behind Basil though. Now what's interesting is, never mind. Hammurabi grabbing a lead, I am not shocked at all by. Also, the fact that he grabbed Mumbai. Now, I'm wondering, I think he's going to get a golden age, especially Cincinnati flips to him as well before the next era. He's going to have 2 cities that are going to go to him, so I'm pretty sure he's going to be fairly likely to get a golden age. Now, what does Byzantium need to do here to get back in the game? Well, he's got an island here. Well, he had a couple islands there. Unfortunately, it looks like Portugal is going to go grab that. Sure, that's not going to help. He's got 10 turns left in this era, so Cincinnati will flip. Dude, Teddy man. And he's not going to be able to take it because, once again, he doesn't have any siege equipment. I don't know why Teddy hadn't built any siege equipment. That's just really weird to me. Hammurabi is currently working on freaking steel. Oh my god. All right, well, that's going to make him basically indestructible to anyone else at this point. That's a turn 166 steel. Holy crap, dude. It is 1050 AD and he's just advanced urban fortifications. Yeah, you know, normal stuff here, normal stuff. Hammurabi definitely was a little overpowered. I love him. I think he's very unique and I'm glad he exists in the game, but my god, he's a little on the overpowered side. And didn't they nerf him a little bit too? Not quite as bad as, like, I still feel Matthias. Like, okay, Scythia version 1 and Matthias version 1 were probably still, in my opinion, the most overpowered civs in the game. Matthias was just ridiculous because you could just absolutely wipe people out. I mean, we won an entire domination on deity in, like, what, 160 turns, 180 turns or something like that. It was just absolutely psychotic what you could do with him if you played him right, if you abused him right, rather. And then Scythia early game, I'm trying to remember, didn't she get, like... Oh, because she would heal up to full every time she'd kill a unit with a cav, right? And then she would get another cav. Yeah, it was some crazy early game stuff. She was one of the first civs I played as, and we definitely enjoyed her being crazy like that. So yeah, she gets the second unit every time she trains it, and then yeah, they heal up to 30 HP, but they gained full HP. So yeah, you could just absolutely wipe people out and then just get full HP and just kind of like go balling. Although I have to say, nah, Matthias was still better than that. Don't get me wrong, Scythia, especially in a multiplayer game, is crazy good, and like it's one of those, yeah, you're not going to lose playing as her in that variation, but yeah. Now, obviously, when it came to like Babylon and stuff like that, they were just adding content the last like year or so. They weren't really tweaking a whole lot, so, you know, it's not too surprised that we have like a super overpowered Babylon. Which is the last civ they added? Actually, a very good question here. What was the last civ? Okay. So, interesting. Dark Age for Babylon. Was not expecting that one. Teddy got a Golden Age, so he should be able to get his town back. He might be able to get both of his towns back. Portugal also got a Dark Age. Sweden also got a Dark Age. Congo and Teddy with the Golden Ages. That is not expected at all. So it says it's going to Babylon. I cannot believe that's true, though. I don't know. I believe that. 11-8. Yeah, but you're looking at 9-9-11. There's no way that flips, right? There's no way. And then it says that you're going to France. I also don't believe that. Because the Golden Age, it should be putting more pressure on it. Looks like Sweden is going to get their town back, which makes sense because Golden Age there. Portugal was the other one with the Golden Age, right? Nope, they got Dark Age. That one flipped. It was Congo. So Thessalonica... says you're going to Byzantium as of now, but you are currently losing the town you did take. How did this shake things up? It didn't really. Baltimore still says it's going over to Eleanor, and Cincinnati still says it's going, Okay, so Teddy now has equal loyalty. That I'm not shocked by at all. Yeah, I feel like it was just a matter of time. I'm wondering how much of it potentially could also be governors. Also, question here. You have Reina. What did you do with Reina? Oh, we actually can't see his promotions for Reina. We can't see his promotions on Reina. Dang. It would be nice to see whether or not, you know, okay, Cincinnati is now flipping to Teddy. That made sense. Baltimore's still flipping back over here, which, you know, I guess he's not really catching up nearly as much as he was in Cincinnati. So we'll have to keep an eye out. Now, oh my God, what's happening here? Oh, I think we're still selected Teddy. Carr is actually flipping over here as well. Now, how much of that is just because of the free city? So you're at negative 8.7, and that's with a governor. So I don't think Carr is gonna, it's definitely gonna flip at this point. Mumbai's also flipping. All right, we're seeing some loyalty pressure here. Like, no one's dying, but we're definitely seeing a lot of flipping here, which I like. So the free cities are definitely being punishing, but not overly so. Rouen is flipping in 14 turns. It looks like Baltimore is going to flip before then. I mean, Teddy is gaining, but France just keeps gaining as well. So, I mean, France does get, that's true. I got to remember, I mean, Eleanor of Aquitaine's got that whole boost where every great work she has just does crazy things for her loyalty. So that's probably what's going on here. Can we actually see her great works? We cannot see her great works. Is there any way to see her great works through this? No. Okay. Well, I lied. No, because we can't trade. Dang. All right. Well, then in that case, I assume Eleanor's got to have quite a few great works popping out. And that's probably what's going on here and why that one's going to end up flipping. Cincy's going to flip in 3 turns. I don't think Cincy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's not close enough to actually put more loyalty pressure on Baltimore. So, all right. We have once again gotten kind of laggy here. Thessalonica did end up going over to Byzantium. He's still losing all of his towns right now, though. And what's weird is he doesn't have any of his governors out, so I'm not entirely sure where they are or what they're doing. If they even exist. No clue, man. Duplicates would be interesting, but that's not going to actually matter. Now, that is a very interesting Congress because ivory now is not granting any luxuries. So who did they target here with the ivory? Because someone's going to get screwed. I can't look at the global resources. Someone has a bunch of ivory, and because of that, they just lost a whole bunch of potential loyalty. Unfortunately, it's not really easy for us to see who has ivory. Man, it would be really nice if we could see that. Okay, so Baltimore did flip, but it is flipping right back into neutral territory. Interesting. Carr also flipped. Carr says it's going to Babylon. Somehow I doubt that. Yeah, Teddy's catching right back up on that. I feel like that is going to go over to Teddy. So Teddy's going to net positive over this. Also, Malgium, have no idea whose city that one was. That must have been Babylon. So that one's also going to go to him. All right, so Teddy's gaining right now. Hammurabi's still in first place. Teddy is now in second, though. The big thing is Teddy is now past Kristina. He actually has more wonders, which I'm not surprised by. Did Carr have a wonder? Carr did not have a wonder. But yeah, Teddy's going to be one of the ones that's also going to go fairly heavy into wonders because Teddy is he's just really good at getting everything. Like, I mean, 108 culture, 159 science. Like, he's doing good, man. He's doing good. Science, no rockets yet. Techs. Speaking of which, combustion. So you're actually not even close then. Huh. I figured he would be kind of shooting rockets off at this point. All right, so we're at 27 minutes, but we got to go a little bit further here. It's just the game's been so laggy. we unfortunately have just not, this map's just kind of laggy. So because of that, we're just going to have to keep advancing it here a little bit. Just so we can do this in 3 episodes. And so next episode's not like 8 hours long, you know. It's only going to be 7, but oh well. Congratulations. Lyria, let's see. Portugal still has some room over here. Interesting, Gothenburg over there with Sweden. So Sweden now has done 2 overseas cities. Now, one of them flipped, Beja, but still not a bad idea. Byzantium is still struggling with loyalty. 24 turns, 70 turns, 13 turns. So you still got some work to do here. Still got some work to do. Teddy has now declared war on France, but not really doing a whole lot. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure where he's going. Oh, he's going for Lyon because that's the new capital because Paris flipped again. What? I don't even know, man. I don't even know what's happening. All right, so Carr did end up going over to Teddy. So Teddy actually is now in third. I was going to say Teddy should be pretty safe now in second, but no. Sweden, man. I think her overseas expansion plus these wonders, and she's building another one right now. Question is Teddy... When's the next era, by the way? 19 turns. So that'll be our stopping point. Is Teddy popping out another wonder? He is getting Rough Riders. Okay, so Rough Riders are pretty dang good. Especially, what's the continent right now? Oh, that's not the continent. Oh, no. Oh, that's a horrible continent breakout. Yeah, Renee and Paris are both in his home continent, but Lyon isn't. Oy. But yeah, getting some Rough Riders, like 77 melee strength is nothing to shake your head at. However... You're at 95? Dang, dude. Why, though? Not to 86. I feel like that 95 had to be a bug. I don't know how it would have been at 95. I guess maybe... 25 range strike. It's only 5. So that would still be an extra 9. Yeah, I have literally no idea how he was at 95 there, how she was at 95. That just doesn't seem right. So, Teddy now has all the towns that flipped, except Cincinnati, or sorry, Baltimore. But I don't think he's ever going to grab Baltimore or ever going to be able to have Baltimore. He is throwing a city over here, it looks like, which is not a bad idea. He could use that. Congo and Byzantium are still competing. Byzantium's still having some issues there, nothing too major. Beja doesn't have walls, by the way, although the Free City is now finishing walls, so never mind. The Nau was trying to take it, but the Nau is ranged? No, it's a melee strength one. Meh. So not going to be the best ship to try retaking your city. So at this point, wow, now Teddy's all the way in first place. Dude, we have a freaking competitive game. My gosh. Like 20 points between first and fourth place. Holy crap. And honestly, like other than Congo, I think pretty much everyone else has a chance. I know Eleanor's really far behind, so you could probably argue that she doesn't. But, oh, actually Baltimore did go over to Teddy. The one opportunity for her is just because of the loyalty thing. If she can come grab some stuff that way, it would be amazing. Now, what's the wonder? 75, 75, 90. Dude, this is like wide open, which means the next eras are going to be just so important, so imperative. Now, Teddy did just get 3 free cities, so I'm going to be kind of disappointed if Teddy ends up losing out on that, having grabbed 3 free cities. He also should have 2 potential wonders here as well. If he knocks out both those wonders and 3 free cities flipping to him, if he somehow manages a Dark Age, dude, I don't even know what to tell you at that point. Don't even, because that's what, like 6, I think it's 4 when they flip to you. It's 3 or 4 when it flips to you. So like, that's just like almost 20 points just right there. So that would be kind of ridiculous. We could look and see where he's at on the golden era stuff. I kind of like, not spoiling it though. I think he is going to be able to grab those wonders because I think Sweden's going to be the only other one competing with wonders right now. But for now, we'll see. All of this is flooding. Oh, actually, kind of surprising. I think we will end up with apocalypse mode. Yeah, all this was just all low level. Eek. But we should probably end up with apocalypse mode. Would not be shocking. All right, Byzantium did lose another town, which probably knocks them out of second place. It does. It does. Portugal, man. I mean, the fact that Portugal's in the game, I have to give them credit for because, you know, especially when they lost Faro, it didn't look good. Disappointed, though, that this isn't their territory. They should have been able to grab that. So, oh well. But yeah, we'll see whether or not he can make any final game push. A lot of it, I think, is going to come down to this era. And there'll be maybe one more era before the end of the game. But this one is potentially the last era that you really could grab a bunch of cities from. So we'll have to see what ends up shaking out here. Come on. Come on, game. You can chug it through. You can chug it through. Maybe go restart my computer, too, just one more time. Just to like... Oi, 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 oi. What else is happening over here? So I know that Mubujugi did flip over here. I know I'm butchering it. I apologize. It is just going right back to Byzantium, though. So even though Byzantium's losing these towns, he's not really losing it. He also right now is next to a Congo that has no troops. It looks like they're fighting more of a religious war. Although that's actually weird. No, they wouldn't be fighting a religious war. They have to be the same religion. Yeah. So Congo just has a bunch of his apostles. So if anything, Byzantium should be just absolutely dominating a religious game. You would think, because he's got Congo on his side. But no, that's not quite the case. Oh, interesting. Rock bands. Interesting. Okay. Sweden is basically a fifth of the way there. And they have rocket bands. Interesting. That might be able to take them to a victory. What is science? Still no spaceport yet for Hammurabi, which I'm still just kind of mind blown. mind blown. Yeah, he actually, oh, sorry, there you go, rocketry. He is working on rocketry. So he's just not getting the boost. That's what's happening. He's saying these late game techs, he didn't get the boost for them. And so they're just taking forever to research because, you know, he only gets half science, which is kind of the hard part of Hammurabi. Is like you can get to the late game super quickly. You just can't survive the late game all that well. All right, so Eleanor got another dark age. It doesn't look like Teddy got a dark age. Nope, Teddy got a golden age. So Eleanor, Babylon, and Congo. So Congo's definitely out of it. Babylon losing another city is very interesting. Mumbai, but then also he's now surrounded by 2 golden age civs. Mumbai should end up, I think, going to India with the golden era. You then will most likely flip. Interesting. So Babylon is in a very precarious spot right now because of these dark ages. But for now, we're going to wrap this episode up here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, why is the game laggy right now? There should be no lag right now. There's literally nothing happening. Anyways, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like, comment. Let me know what you think. So always hit the subscribe button, join the game, comment, share your support. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody.